But the Chicago Bears continue setting up their top 30 visits, and they have set up another one with Keionte Scott, a top 30 visit that's going to go down, this week, which is the week before the draft. Scott was all-second ACC selection last year. He racked up 64 tackles, 5 pass deflections, 5 sacks, 2 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, and 2 touchdowns is what Keionte Scott had. When you look at this kid, what he brings at 6 foot, 192 pounds at that cornerback position, and a guy that can be gotten later in this draft, scheme, versatility. He offers all of that. When you look at how Dennis Allen likes to scheme up his cornerbacks, if you have Keionte Scott, you have Kyler Gordon, you have Zay Frazier. If Zay Frazier lives up to the hype that Dennis Allen talked about him with, you're going to have 3 cornerbacks that Dennis Allen could do so much with. We're talking about lining up as a linebacker. We're talking about pass blitzing them. We're talking about run blitzing them. We're talking about all those type of stuff that you can do. While Scott is looked at as maybe a bit undersized to have in the box, this guy is a blitzing cornerback to come off the edge and sack quarterbacks, and the ability that he has to do that is he had 5 sacks last year. It's amazing what he brings there. He leaves the door open so much for what they can do with Kyler Gordon from the nickel to the safety spot. Also, Zay Frazier, like we talked about. One of the things that we lost in having Jaquan Brisker and Kevin Byard back there, we'll see what we get. Like, Keionte Scott, when I heard that the Bears are bringing him in for a top 30 visit, and I went and looked at his tape, the thing that screams out to me is that this is a guy that is perfectly built for Dennis Allen and what Dennis Allen's scheme is. And for the people that are tired of Tyreek Stevenson, Keionte Scott could pass up Tyreek Stevenson by the end of his first season, and Tyreek Stevenson could find himself on the inside looking out, right, on the outside looking in. Said that completely wrong. The outside looking in, Keionte Scott can put Tyreek Stevenson there, and so I know that a lot of Bears fans have some qualms with Tyreek Stevenson, rightfully so. Keionte Scott is a guy that absolutely can fix that, and the fact that he's probably going to go and you don't have to, use a first-round pick or anything like that on him at any sense of the imagination. He helps the Chicago Bears in a lot of areas that they need. Talk about bringing speed, violence, the ability to tackle. Keionte Scott can absolutely bring that. This is a guy that hearing that he is on the Chicago Bears, that they bringing him for a top 30 visit, it just makes so much sense based off how this team likes to play, how they want to continue to play and refine their area of play going into next season. So look up Keionte Scott, a guy that I think a lot of you guys will absolutely love when you see the tape on him. And I gotta talk to Steve-O about him, because I know Steve-O. Steve-O loves violent corners like that. You talk about somebody who can do the things that he does, the passes deflected, the interceptions, the sacks, all that type of stuff. Keionte Scott is one of those guys.